Today, our verse is Matthew 18, verse 17. If he refuses to listen to them, tell it to the church. And if he refuses to listen even to the church, let him be to you as a Gentile and a tax collector. Jesus addresses the question of how to deal with someone who sins against us. In the previous verses, Jesus says, if a brother sins against you, first go and tell him his fault alone, and if he refuses, go with one or two others. Matthew 18, verse 15 to 16. The first point Jesus makes is that the offended party can take the lead in resolving a dispute. Often, when someone offends me, I want to wait for the person to come and say sorry. But Jesus is saying, if someone hurts you, you go and try to settle with him or her. This is extremely hard, especially when the person does not even see anything wrong in what he or she has done. The second step is going with one or two others if he does not listen to you. And the third and final step is what we have in our verse today. If the person refuses to listen to the two or three witnesses, tell it to the ecclesia, to the assembly. That is what we translate as the church. And finally, if he does not listen to the ecclesia, treat him as a Gentile or tax collector. This last point is where Christians often miss the point of Jesus. How do you treat a Gentile or tax collector? Let us look at how Jesus treated such people in the Gospels. The word ethnikos was a non-Jew, a foreigner, translated as Gentile. In the negative sense, he was a heathen, a pagan, one who did not know God. What was the impression of Jesus about these people? We who know better than they do should behave differently. Jesus says, and if you greet only your brothers, what more are you doing than others? Do not even the Gentiles, ethnikos, do the same? Matthew chapter 5, verse 47. In other words, you are to extend your greetings to them as well. If you do not, you become a Gentile. You become one of those that Jesus is referring to. In the Gospels, Jesus reached out to these groups of people severally. He did not withdraw his love from them. Think about one of the lepers who was healed. He was a foreigner. Luke chapter 17, verse 18. Jesus also reached out to the tax collectors. Zacchaeus was a tax collector. Jesus called him down from the tree and went to eat in his house. Luke chapter 19, verse 2. Matthew was a tax collector. Jesus chose him as one of his disciples. Matthew chapter 10, verse 3. Jesus did not segregate or discriminate against the tax collectors and Gentiles. He welcomed them, healed them, attended to them. Jesus says, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you. Matthew chapter 5, verse 44. To treat those who don't like us or want to resolve conflicts with us means we have to be like Jesus. Reach out to them and treat them nicely, even though from a distance. By not reaching out in prayer to them, wishing them well, we become like them and therefore are no different. Lord, give us the openness to accept those who mistreat us and be kind to them. Amen. And I wish you a lovely day and invite you to share a verse for the day and your reflections on this verse. God bless you.